Hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday evening. I hope you all had a great evening. Hope you had a great evening too, but hope you had a great weekend. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for tuning in with me. I know I said I wasn't going to be on today because I had my team meeting, which we had a blast. Hope the next one you can join me. All you have to do is join my team. And they have a great join up special right now. So just let me know if you'd like to join my team. I, for some reason, can't talk if my glasses aren't on. So we do have a great starter kit, and I hope you join my team. Anyway, I wasn't going to be on today, but I saw something last night, and I fell in love with it. Again, it's one of those things where I had to do it. I had to try it. So before we get started with that, I just want to remind you that we do have online classes, Donna G, stampingwithdonnag.com and Stampers Delight, and we'll have a new one coming out on Friday, February 1st, so watch for that. Also, our fundraiser is still going on. If you want to donate to the Australian firefighters, I believe they're the rural firefighters, you can get exclusive access to our 48 hours of stamping. This is not for just for demonstrators. It's demonstrators, customers, anyone who likes to craft. You can contact me at stampersdelight.com or just go right to stampingwithdonnag.com. And she has a link because she's in Australia and it is for Australia. She has a PayPal button right there. Okay, and this is going to be, I mean, it's just, Donna and I are just amazed on the response we've had. We have over 20, I think it's maybe now like 23 presenters, and I think it's almost up to 100 members, almost up to $3,000 that we've raised. So I mean, that's just, it's awesome. Or as Donna says, it's epic. It's going to be epic. Hi Rita, hi Winann, hi Fran, hi Vicky. Thank you for tuning in. So again, don't forget that coordination products start February 4th. And let's get started with today's stamping, okay? So let me just flip the camera. Okay, and this is my monthly host code. So you want to use that if you're placing an order online with me. If your order is $150 or more, don't use that because you want to get the hostess rewards points, okay? All right, so let's just check out what I've done. All right, so what I did, I saw this on a YouTube video, and I'll get to that in a minute. And when I saw it, I thought, I wonder if I can do that with our reinkers. And to do that, I'm using the Mountain Air set, which is a bundle, and you can save 10% if you get the bundle because you get the dies and the stamps. I'm only actually going to be using 2 stamps from this, and they have some gorgeous pictures right here of how to use it. Okay, yes, Maureen, the production, let me just show you that. The coordination product release starts February 4th, which is my birthday, and that's got some coordinating dies to go with our celebration sets. And this one is in the, these two are actually in the mini catalog. These two are with the I might have it backwards, are in the celebration set. And then there's the dies for the birthday set and that paper that I did show on a previous video. So I know these aren't in color, but there'll be more coming out on that. Okay, so I'm going to be using Beautiful Moments and also the Mountain Air. And I'm only going to be using these 2 stamps here. And this, the Collect the Moments. Am I using Collect the Moments? Collect Beautiful Moments, yeah. So I'm only using 1 stamp or 2 stamps from these sets. But let me show you what I did. Okay, this was my first try at it. Now, remember, it was a canvas painting because it was acrylic. It was acrylic paint, so it was a canvas. This is one of those small artist canvases. And this is what I came up with. It's called Sunrise. Now, this is done with our reinkers. Now, I know these actually look like bats because they did kind of run a little bit. So if you have the black craft ink that we used to sell, I would probably go with the craft ink for that. Okay, but you see how this, what I really like is look close at the sunset right there. And then I said, well, okay, I did it on this canvas because I wanted to see how it would come out. And you could actually frame it, make a bigger one if you wanted to. I got excited over. I just thought it was great. Thanks, Maureen. So then I decided to do the same thing, but on a card. And this is how it came out. Now you see why I was so excited. I didn't put anything on the inside because I actually did this just before my team meeting. But wait, it gets better. So I sat there and looked at that and said, okay, I really like that. That's a great, and I am going to show you how I did it. That's great for a sunset, but what about the northern lights? Could I do it with the northern lights by changing up the colors? So let me show you what I did. On the canvas, I did this. Now, there's no saying or anything like that. You could frame it. You could actually put a saying on here and put it on, you know, the wall or, you know, maybe on a little, I don't know, a little stand. Oh, thanks, Megan. So this is my Northern Lights. And of course, then I said, okay, how can we do this in a card? And this is how what I came up with for the card. What do you think? And of course, this one I did put a white paper. I didn't stamp anything in the inside. Now, are you ready to see how I did it? Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to do the Northern Lights one on the canvas. Now, the only thing I can tell you is I did use painter's tape around here, but because our reinkers are a little watery, that does bleed through a little bit. Okay. So let's do the canvas first, and then I'll do the card. I'm going to do the Northern Lights canvas, and then I'm going to do this for the card. Okay? So I took some painter's tape. And again, this was watching somebody actually do some painting. You can find inspiration anywhere you look. Now, just going to pull this painter's tape and make a little frame here around the edge. You could actually do it all the way to the edge. I don't see why you couldn't. Actually, maybe we will. You know what? Let's change it up a little bit. Let's see how it comes out. Oh, before I even start, I just want to thank Angie from Australia for this nice little hello thank you card. Thank you so much, Angie. I really enjoyed getting that. And then let me show you something else I got. I know I'm flipping over here. This is from Sue. Look at this. Sue does string art, I guess it is, or what is that, needlepoint? Look at this card. Isn't that great? Thank you so much for that, Sue. I love these cards in the mail. Okay, so again, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we'll go all the way out. All right, so to start with this one, and you do have to let them, you see they're not even dried yet. I got it all over my fingers, so we might be a little messy. I got these little guys in the dollar store, and there were 6 of these in a packet. And then I got these. Of course, you can get these in the dollar store or any craft store. So for the Northern Lights, and you do have to do them a little bit different because the first one I did was, okay, well, we'll just show you. Okay. Okay, there's some pink. Let's do some, we'll use specific point. Now remember these inks, you want to use a lighter color than you really want because they do get darker. Put some blue here. Hopefully this comes out the same, as good as the last one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do another blue. No, let's put a little purple in there because I'm going to blend them together. I'm probably using too much. Okay. And let's just put some more blue here. All right. And maybe another little purple over here. All right. Probably got way too much ink on this one, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to bring in my brush and I'm going to start with the pink, and I'm just going to, you know what, and I'm going to grab this because I want to take some of that off, and I'm just going to brush. Okay, That's the pink. I don't have pink anywhere else. Okay, now I'm going to just pick up some of the blue. And this is coming out a little bit darker, but that's okay. As I move along, you see that it's lightening up the colors here. Now I'm going to go back into the dark. So let me just get into the purple. Every card is going to be different. I'm going to put some purple over there. Okay, you are going to get your fingers that wet here. Now I'm going to go for the blue. And you can just keep moving that color out if you don't want it as dark. I'm just taking some of the ink off here. This is getting all over my fingers. This one I'm going, see the other one I didn't have my fingers on it because I had the tape around it, but I wanted to see what it would look like all the way out. Okay. So now I'm going to bring in another brush because I want to take out some of that blue. Now I'm taking the point of this and I'm putting some blue into the purple. And maybe I want a little more purple here. So this is where I'm bringing in the little tray. Because now I'm going to concentrate on putting just a little light, the light blue and the purple into the darker color. Okay, so let me grab, I got to keep my other brushes for my light colors. Let's see what color this is. This is purple. Okay. All right, this is purple. So let me just drizzle some purple into here. And you see how I'm lightening that up. You are going to get a little messy here. Now maybe I want a little pink. I want to add a little pink. You can just keep adding colors. You do have to, you should let it dry. I'm not going to be able to let it dry. So let's see if I can get this guy right here. Let's clean him off a little bit. Let me grab some pink here. Might be a little too much pink, I don't know. I want some purple over here. So you can see that I used more vivid colors here than here, but you see what I mean. All right, so that's for that color. You get the idea. That's all you're doing. You're just putting different colors on there. Okay, now, normally this would have to dry, so we're not going to be able to let it dry because I got to show you the card. But now, let me show you what I did. Hopefully we can still do this even though it's not dry. I'm going to go right over it with my... Now I put both of those stamps on one piece, okay? Now remember, this is just a silhouette of the trees. So I'm standing up because I'm pressing it down real hard. Don't worry about that. See, it should dry a little bit better than that, but it's picking up some of the color. We're just going to keep going around. I know there's holes there. We're going to fill in those holes. Okay, now I'm going to go back with it and put the trees the opposite way. I'm going to let some of this dry and then we'll go back to this one. Okay. All right. So for now, we're going to let that piece dry a little bit. So there's some of the trees. Okay. But I still want more in there. So let me let this dry and let's move on to the card one. I do have to make sure this is, there, that's cleaned off because we're using that same stamp. Okay. So again, let me just let that dry a little bit and we'll go to this one. You know what? I'm actually going to flip this over. Let me see. Is it dry? Yeah, it's all right. Okay. I'm going to show you how I did this card, and hopefully I don't get my fingers all dirty and get it all on my card. Okay. So now I'm going to bring in the card. Remember, I'm going to bring that other one back. I'm just going to let it dry a little bit. Okay. So this I used Mango Melody as my base. And then I have 2 pieces of Very Vanilla. This is going on the inside. And I have a piece of Mossy Meadow. And this is the Very Vanilla that's going on here. Okay, now for the sunset right there. And you can use any punch that fits the card. Yeah, you could use the heat gun to dry it. Absolutely. But because I'm just trying to show you the idea, I wasn't going to... I might have to drag it out. This is a 3/4 inch punch that I had. And I'm just going to grab any piece of cardstock. It doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be a little piece of junk. Just a little piece here. I'm going to pop that out. I'm going to put a very little piece of snail right here. Just a little bit of snail to hold that right about there. Okay? All right. Now move that tray out. Bring in my other little tray. And I'm going to use these colors. I got... Now you can't... Here's what I was saying. Remember how I put the reinker right on the canvas? On the card, you can't do that because it'll just soak into the card. And then we want some Mango Melody. Might need 2 drops of each. So let's put a little more in there. Then I'm going to go with Poppy Parade. And then I'm going to go with Real Red. I only need 1 drop of Real Red because I don't want it too dark. All right, now I got my other brushes. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to soak it up with the Stampersdelight. And I'm just going to do this. Got to move it fast or it will dry and make blobs, like thicker pieces. And then I'm just going to go up here. Okay. Now I can go right, I'm going to use the Mango Melody right on this brush, okay? Because they're both light colors. And if you don't want quite the other, you can just kind of like go like that and it mixes it. I'm going to start up here and bring that down. Remember, no 2 cards are going to come out the same. Just get a little bit of that. Whoop, in here. Okay, now I'm going to go right back in there with and grab some of the Poppy Parade. And then right in there with the Real Red. Now, if you ever see a sunset, you know that they do have swirls of different color. I'm going to put a little yellow in here, and I'm going to mix that in there. I got a different brush because I want to kind of go in there and try to lighten some of it up. See how it's bringing some of the yellow in here? Okay. A little bit different, but got more reds in this one. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in that stamp again, which I just got all over my fingers. Okay. Now to get a good cushion on that, you want to use your paper piercing mat for the. You don't need it for the. Yeah, what? The canvas, but you do need it for this. And then I'm just gonna stamp. Went up a little high with those, but that's all right. And just go all the way around, grab all that. Okay. Then I'm gonna leave that for a second. I'm gonna grab my little birds, and I'm gonna just grab the mossy meadow instead of the black since it's right here. I'm just gonna put some birds up there. I've got something already cut out here. Well, it was. I have a little piece. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. From the Nestled Dies. Oh, Nestled Dies. I'm going to take the Collect Beautiful Moments. Oh, thanks, Maureen. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter what you use. It's going to be beautiful. I mean, the colors come out a little different each time, but okay. Collect Beautiful Moments. That's for the inside. All right. And now I'm just going to take this piece off. Remember, this is the sunset. He gets a little wet there. Pick him off. Just gently take that off. Now that's a little stark white, isn't it? Yeah, you don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that brush, whichever one has a little less. I think this one has the yellow, yeah. Okay. You don't want a lot on there. And you're just going to gently put some lines through here. Okay. Now see, there's some yellow lines through it. And I'm going to take the one that had the red, get all that color off. Just put a little bit through there. Just a little bit. Again, there'll be still shots on my blog. Now we're going to just take that and layer it. Now this is kind of wet. Okay, so I would use Tombow, but oh, there's my Tombow. I would use Tombow so that it really sticks, because the snail might not stick right now because this is a little wet. I just put that on my blotter. Hopefully it didn't mess anything up. Oop, it didn't. Good. Just going to layer that there. And we're going to layer this down here. And then we're going to layer it right on top of this. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Take the saying. Should have worked a little bit faster through here so that I could have done more lines, but you get the idea. Just put that right there. And then I'm going to bring in maybe some rhinestones. Those were sequins, so this I'm going to grab some rhinestones since I have some rhinestones right here. Put a couple of those in there. And you can finish off the inside of your card. What do you think? You could do this with any scene. It's just a... And if you didn't like that, you could go ahead and add those to it. Those are purples. We don't want those. You could, you know, just add some more. I'm not going to play with it because I'm going to leave it. But you see that no two cards are going to look alike. Because every sunset is different. Okay, so let's go back to the other one and see how that's doing. It's still a little wet, but I'm going to go ahead and add some more trees to it. Because I want to show you how I got the sparkle in there. All right, let me just do this. Okay. Okay, so we got the trees in there. I don't know if you can see them real good, but so we got the trees in there. And this is it's a watercolor kind of effect. Okay, I'm going to bring in my champagne. My champagne, forgot what it was even called. The champagne paint. I'm going to grab a little brush. I don't want a lot on here, so I'm going to take some of that off. And then we're just going to grab some here. And add some shimmer to it. And now can you see the shimmer? So that is why I could not wait and I had to come on tonight, because I needed to show you this. And people always ask me where I get, you know, where do you get your ideas from? Yeah, we, as Stampin' Up demonstrators, this is why I want you to join my team, is we give each other great ideas, but you can find other ideas other places. This was a painting show. Okay, so there's that one. Let me bring, actually, I kind of like this one better now than this one. But you can see the difference, okay? They're totally different, but both nice. Then here's the card I made and it even came out a little bit different, using the same colors. And then let's bring in the other two cards. Okay. And then, of course, the first one I did was right here. Of course, they look like bats to me now, but I guess that's when bats come out, right? So if you want the edge, just use painter's tape around the edging, and it'll leave you that edge. Okay, I just thought to myself, well, you know what? Let's try it this way. I kind of like that without an edge. But I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know what I'd call it. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me turn. So thank you so much for tuning in. You like the pink one, Donna? Donna, is this the one you like? Let me know, Donna. Okay. So again, I hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in with me again. I know this was a quick little video, but I couldn't wait to show you that. So I will be back on with you Friday morning at 7 a.m. And definitely try, oh yes, Joanne, definitely try this. Don't forget about our fundraiser. Just go to stampingwithdonnag.com, and there's a PayPal button there that you can donate. And you can have, see 48 hours of stamping fun. Bat wings are bigger. They're huge. Yes, I know that. Okay, Donna, this is yours, okay? I'm going to send this to you. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great Sunday evening, and I will see you back here Friday morning. Happy stamping, people. Keep on stamping, and I'll see you Friday morning. Bye-bye.